This evening we're bringing you a special programme from an African country which in its turbulent past has experienced famine and death on an unprecedented scale in this modern era. Yet despite all the years of struggle and despair, there is hope for the future, and in the efforts to rebuild a country and its people are to be found Irish NGOs, religious and volunteers whose courage and determination to help is evident here at the heart of the matter. This evening we bring you a special nationwide from and about the people of Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a country of 84 million people. It's located in the Horn of Africa, almost 5,000 miles from Ireland. And the contribution of Irish people to the development of the country has been impressive. For instance, Ethiopia has benefited from Irish aid since 1994, and €25 million are allocated for 2012. These monies are strategically targeted to very specific projects like agriculture, rural development and nutrition.
We've just arrived here in Agassi High School in Adigrat. It's a massive school of 2,000 students. We've 1,000 students in the morning time and they have 1,000 students in the evening time. They walk to school every day for some coming for 6 to 7 miles each day. Education is a big part of life here, and they don't have much money, so it's very important that they get an education and that times are tough here. So we're trying to help out. We're trying to teach them the skills of hurling and football.
Okay, sprint! That's it, well done. A bit faster, ready position, lock position.
Keep the ball on the ground, okay, to start with. We'll leave the ball on the ground and we'll hit it over and back. So me and John will hit the ball over and back to each other, and you'll do it in a minute, okay?
My first impressions of their skills were excellent. I taught a student there how to do the ready position and his first touch, and his blocking skills were excellent, and the way he was able to pull on the ball.
Yes, keep it down, keep it on your hand.
Excellent.
Okay. My involvement here is mainly for the football end of it. Obviously, I play football at home, and I've been asked out to come out here and just to coach these fellas, these young lads, you know, and the basics of Gaelic football. It's not so much the fact that we're bringing Gaelic football to them. It's the fact that we're coming out here and just giving them a whole different look on life as such. You have to admit their lives aren't just what we have at home. So for us to come out here and to show an interest in these lads and to coach them and the skills of Gaelic football, and to see how they love it so much, and you know, as we talked about, the self-esteem of when they're finished up on it, they feel so proud of themselves. I think it's due to the fact that we put so much interest into what they're doing.
It's very warm here. The high altitude is kind of affecting us hurlers. I suppose we wouldn't be used to it, and that we're finding it very hard to get our breath at times. I suppose it'll be good training for us when we come back home, and also at the end of the week we're playing a game of Carsa against the 18 students here. Carsa is a very traditional game. It's a traditional game of this region, Tigray. There's many similarities with our game of hurling at home. It's played with a stick made from ash, and also they've got a slitter, a ball called a Carsa ball, which is made from rubber, a tyre, we're told. It's very light, and when you connect to the ball, it goes a fair old distance.
That was some crack. That was a different experience altogether. Graham said to me there, it's not often you have to watch out for cows and bunkers in the middle of Croke Park or Thurles, but that's what we had to do there. But what an experience.
Still recovering after all that running.
Yeah, and the heat.
Your chest to be pounding.
We've a bit of work to do in our chanting now. We weren't prepared for that, but yeah, their chanting and their haka-like dance there at the start was brilliant, and I suppose at the end joining in was, I suppose it's nice to experience that too, you know.
Didn't really know what to expect coming out, but I suppose the game we played was very similar to hurling 200 years ago, and just kind of no boundaries on the pitch. It was great fun.
There seems to be a link between the hurling and the Carsa, and it was great, and they're very friendly, and they accepted us, and they accepted the rules and the different rules, and it was brilliant to experience it all, to be honest.
Was it hard to be running in that heat?
Extremely hard. You could only run about 20 or 30 yards and you'd be out of breath because of the altitude and the heat as well.
you walk down any street, in this town here, and you'll see kids on the back streets playing football, and you would just be amazed to see the football, number one, that they use. What it is just plastic bags wrapped up in twine, and you might have 20, 30 kids chasing after that one so-called football, and it's not until you see us giving them the ball here, the actual football, and they look in amazement at what they see. It may be their first football they ever seen in their life. After a week, you could pick out 3 or 4 lads that possibly you could bring them back home and play Gaelic football at home. And it just shows that they're so athletic, and if you consider the nutrition that they have, we do a warm up with them, and they're flying, and we have 5 minutes done and we're knackered. So it's amazing how they're adapting to what they do. When you look at them, you can see in their eyes the fact that they're with something they've never had in their life before, and I think quite possibly it's a day in their life that they'll never forget. And unfortunately, some of these kids have very little ahead of them. They could be on the streets cleaning shoes and stuff. That's about as much of the future they have. Our trip here is for the benefit of these children. If we just give them one day, that's all they need. These people know nothing about economy, or all they're interested in is their life. And if we can give them one good day in life, well, that's job done for me.
I just came here this morning with a group and spent the morning with a rural family. Met Ababa and her husband and 8 children. Ababa, this group have come here today to help you. So do whatever chores that you wish us to do on your farm today. We're all here, rolled up the sleeves and willing to work. To start off our morning, we began by going to the well to gather water. Carrying the water back from the well was very hard work, not to mention the heat, the weight of the water on your back, strapped onto your shoulders.
The canisters of water, they're heavy, but the ropes, they really dig into your arms, and they keep slipping, so how she does it without anything.
When we brought the water back from the well, we started to do the washing of clothes. That's done in cold water with some soap powder to start off with. You wash, you wring it out by hand, which is quite, as you can imagine, some articles are very large, so requires a lot of hand grip and strength, and then off to the line for them to dry. Cooking is done just directly outside the main living quarters, which is the same area that houses the animals. It's done on an open fire made from twigs and leaves, dried leaves. Ababa cooked a meal called shuru, which is made from chopped up onions, tomatoes. It's eaten with a bread, and basically that is their lunch.
Everybody wants to know where the money is going, and we've allocated 20,000 to the projects here, which in real terms is 5 times the amount of buying power here. We've allocated 15,000 to the Agassi Secondary School where we ran the sports programme, and that's going to develop sports facilities there, and the community will have use of them. And the other 5,000 is going to go to the Support Africa Childcare Centre, which we visited.
I find the Irish people are the most generous people and soft-hearted people in this globe. This is my appreciation to Irish people, to all the Irish people. I have a great love and respect for all Irish people.
We have a very big distance, but we are the same in culture. The Play for Life group are very amazing. They are sociable. Everybody in RTE is wondering with them how they are very amazing and very smiling people.
This is my first time in Africa. I came because of the coaching. I love the kids. They really were enthusiastic, and they played with a smile on their face. They didn't mind even when they weren't playing. They were happy that the others were playing, and they paraded us in running about a mile and they're still laughing and smiling. I will have very happy memories of Africa, Ethiopia.
I came out here with an open mind, wasn't sure what to expect, but just it's been fantastic. Of heading back home with a million memories. I understand things are tough at home, but to come out here and witness it firsthand, we don't really have that much problems at home. Not as severe as we think we have. And I'd recommend it to anyone to take the opportunity to fundraise and come out on a trip like this and meet the villagers, the schools, take part in helping local people. And it's been very rewarding.
The highlight for me coming here to Ethiopia was going to the villages outside Adigrat and meeting the locals, and especially the women, how hard they work, how difficult their lives are. But at the same time, they're very happy, peaceful people. And it's great as a volunteer to be able to come here to see where the money goes and to do a little bit to help these people. I think Ethiopia is such a stunning country.
On that positive note, we've come to the end of this special nationwide programme from Ethiopia, and I hope you've enjoyed our visit to the Tigray region. There's no doubt this is a troubled land. The poverty is heartrending, but everywhere we've been, we've seen people with happiness and peace in their hearts and hope for the future. They don't call Ethiopia the land of 1,000 smiles for no reason. The people here desperately need us in the developed world to stay engaged, though. Playing for Life will continue its commitment to the poor, and if you'd like any more information on the work that they do, you'll get it by going to the website address that's on your screens now. And so, reluctant as we are to leave this beautiful country, it's time for me to wish you good night, and I can't think of a better way of doing that than by the light of an African sunset. Ón étóg san Afric, Iawahagwib agus Godéishiv Slán.